This is a very unique situation that we, after 2 years of pandemics, that finally we can sitting together, physically, face to face, and have very effective interaction between us. For today's high precision manufacturing, vacuum coating or coating technology is actually one of the key technologies. It's an enabling technology.
We have one dream that one day down vacuum can stand on international stage. We have to appreciate to Professor Lee, Professor He, and Fengjia University from Fraunhofer, and Plazas, and all of our partners and customers.
I wish today's forum will be succeed, and because plasma is very important. There are 4 states in all the matter: solid state, liquid state, gas state, and plasma state. And actually, 99% of matter in the universe is plasma. And plasma also can not only exist in the nature, but also can be generated by human beings by strong electric field and magnetic field.
Okay, so the status of our delegates today, you see the industry, our delegates from industry goes over half of all our delegates, and 60, and probably 1/3 from academia, and 60 from institute association.
In the wording there are some differences, but in the end it comes to changing our mindset from the pure machinery to the whole process flow. And I try within the next approximately 30 minutes to walk you through on the example of vacuum coatings. Let's move from the simulation system and then monitoring that was developed at IST with your optical monitoring that you add on somewhere, maybe a third one with some optical spectra and so on. You have all the different keyboards, use some color coding with a black and a white keyboard and a monitor to not lose your correlation between the different systems, something like that.
Degree of the ionization of the plasma particle is relatively low for the parameters, so which may have some defect or some residual stress, or even have some detrimental effect on the properties of the coating. You can see that this is mid frequency and this is the high beams, and also 3 MF. Okay, so you can see for the 24 MF, we have a lot of mid frequency pulses in between.
High power impulse magnetron sputtering is the most recent development in highly ionized pulse plasmas and is currently in the transition to industrial production.
Also melt your target and destroy some processes. So we go down here, so we can have a peak power density increasing.
About this talk, application of high entropy alloy coating on cutting tool, I will call this section will be a soft talk. This is very popular and very in the hushed environment, like the fluid machinery and the valve part.
Onto the thermal effector will transfer from the plasma to the substrate, so we can see the sample surface will deformation and the wrinkle. According to the SRD the result, we can find the PU peak. The PU peak can be detected for all the sample, so it means the thermal history did not damage.
Under this program, there's a special program called named Special Program, and there's an International Innovation and R&D Collaboration Program. So here's the QR code. If you have the interest, you can go into the website and check. Maybe you can find something, information valuable to your company or your organization.
Today I would speak basically about the SA, which stands for Standalone High Pimp System. We guys also have without high pimps. We have an MC more for an R&D. This you have seen, which is applied by Professor Lee from the talk here in the morning. We have also a special system here, and we have a new product, a layer control system. This will be introduced later by my colleague Jan-Peter Urbach here, so I will not talk about this, he will present that. The ionization degree as well as the reactive mode as an example, and putting in even other sensors. So this secures you in industry production. Securing is always very important to do everything at the same time and getting the same result.
With high impulse, very high density. I never studied for such a high density plasma with a Ranger probe. Then so we need a very low resistance, low resistivity, and high power. Then so because the high density high, then so current very high. Or for example, 1 ampere, and 1 ohm, giving the 1 watt, yeah, very high. Then so I bring the distance from Japan, and no problem with the custom.
And there we use a dedicated sample, a witness sample, which is mounted by a special fixture onto the optics so that we avoid the contamination of the coating to the optics. So the witness sample acts as a deposition protection device, basically. This one we added to the reflection illumination or reflection collimator, also a collimator which
coatings are made by condensing vapor under vacuum using different processes such as thermal. However, each process has its disadvantage. For instance, IAD process results in low film packet density and poor adhesion to the.
Yes, there's some limitation from German manager Yang. You have your product and go into the industry for maybe more than 25 years or something. But the most successful product for ABEC is for the plate panel display.